What's up, good folks? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Bernicia, and you're here with N.E.X.T. If you are new here, go ahead, feel free, join the family, and hit the subscribe button. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and hit the like button, y'all, because it's about to be a good recap, okay? So, you guys have seen the title. You already know what we're here to talk about today. We're definitely going to talk about the latest episode of Baddies Gone Wild. Y'all, this was a good one. I'm not going to lie. I just dropped my recap for Baddies Africa. So, to be honest, both episodes were really good this week. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Alright, so the episode picks off with the fight between Bahati and Daisy, okay? At this point, Bahati had done popped Daisy in her motherfucking mouth, got it leaking, y'all. Daisy's hot right now. She's mad, she's upset, okay? And so, cut two, we get to see a clip of the security guards in the confessionals talking about the fight, right? So you got Big Ant and the Samoan dude. And Big Ant is saying how he feel like the fight was a tie between the both of them. He was like, Bahati did manage to make Daisy's mouth leak, but, she didn't put her down. But the Samoan guy feels like Bahati won the fight. Okay, so you hear him calling Bahati Australia and calling Daisy Cinderblock. And he says he calls Daisy Cinderblock because of the way she be putting shit down. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good name for her, Cinderblock. She like a fucking Cinderblock. So, anyway, Bahati and Daisy is going back and forth. And Daisy feels like that Bahati was never really her friend. And that the girls were right because Bahati swung on her and hit her in her mouth. Okay, Bahati feels like you starting shit with no, feels like, hey, you're starting shit with me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So her feelings is hurt about the situation. My thing is, I feel like Daisy didn't give a fuck if Coco was telling the truth or not. I feel like she wanted to establish dominance over Bahati. Okay. And when she got in Bahati's face and went to yelling and screaming, Bahati popped her ass. I don't know why she feels some type of way about that. Because, bitch, if you yelling and screaming in my motherfucking face, I'm going to hit you too. Like, that's anybody, okay? But I think Daisy feels like she's supposed to be like the big dog or whatever. And so she can yell and scream in a bitch face, but they better not put hands on her. I don't know what the case is, but she acting like Bahati did her a disservice by punching her. Bitch, who? Okay? Why are you so confused as to the reason that Bahati hit you when you was all in her fucking face? Like, that's anybody, okay? So anyway, we see Bahati in a confessional. She's like, bitch, you're not big dog no more. I'm big dog now. Woo woo. Bahati is a key, y'all. I live for Bahati at this point. So anyway, Bahati goes off to the side. Now she's sitting off with Shay and Oxy Pearl, and she's basically telling them like, hey, like, my feelings is just so hurt because I really fuck with her. Like, I've never said anything bad about this girl. I don't know why she's coming at me like that or whatever. Woo to woo. I feel like at this point Bahati owed Coco a fade, because if it was not for Coco, her and Daisy wouldn't be fighting. Okay. At least at not this point in time. I don't know if Daisy would have found a reason to fight Bahati eventually. But whatever the case is, I feel like she definitely owed Coco a fade. Like, bitch, you think one eye fucked up, I would have fucked up the other eye. Bitch, you would have had matching eyes. Messing with me. Okay? You don't start all that shit for no fucking reason. So, meanwhile, on the other side, you got Janellis over there standing with a pack of hyenas. I call them the hyenas, y'all. They all act like, they all follow behind each other. I guess it's like a little pack, okay? And so TT asked Janellis how she feel about Daisy after, Daisy fought her behind the phones and stuff like that. Janellis, now this is why I like Janellis. Janellis kept it funky. She was like, look, I fight whoever I gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef. I don't have any problem with that. I understand why she fought behind the phones, but we all got our phones back now, so if anybody else want to fight me, it is what it is. Like, I'm going to stand on that. Okay? Period, poo. So, anyway, the girls get back on the sprinter. They're headed back to the house. And so, Coco not Coco. What's her name? Cupcake. Cupcake decides to get her messy, trifling ass in the van with Bahati them, okay? So Bahati looks over at her. She was like, are you riding with us because you want to go back and tell what the conversation is, or like what's up? What's the deal?
I didn't hear that.
So Coco was like, no, I don't go back and tell things, da 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 da. But bitch, why is you on the van with them all of a sudden? When you Cookie Crunch girlfriends with the hyena pack, why are you over here with them all of a sudden, bitch? Like, make it make sense, okay? So then Bahati decides to be petty, okay? Now, at some point, she let Cupcake borrow her fan, I guess. And Cupcake must have handed the fan off to Daisy. I don't know what the case was. But Bahati obviously knew what Cupcake did with the fan. Per Oxy Pearl, because she got in confession to say, yeah, Daisy just don't know when to stop. Like, she knows what Cupcake did with the fan, and she was just fucking with her. Whatever the case was, Bahati tells Cupcake, like, you're gonna give me your fan. You're gonna let me get your fan. And so Cupcake said, no, you can borrow my fan. And so she hands Bahati the fan, her fan. And so Bahati says, no, now I'm taking it. Now it's my fan. I almost died motherfucking laughing. Now, I see that some people say that Bahati was being a bully or whatever the case is because she already fought Cupcake and she knows that she can whoop Cupcake. But here's my thing. First of all, Cupcake was being messy, getting her ass on the van. Like, you wasn't fucking with them girls like that. Now, after all the drama, you want to get in the van with them. That's suspect. So, bitch, I would have been fucking with her, too. Because, bitch, you like the ops. Like, you're not really a friend of ours. If you've been rolling with the other girls, why is you over here? So, I don't blame Bahati for fucking with her. I would have fucked with her ass, too, bitch. And then, on top of that, Cupcake, you a pussy anyway. Because I be damn if I'm telling the bitch that they can borrow my fan and they tell me I ain't get my shit back. Oh, hell no. Bitch, you would have had to give me that. So, I don't feel bad for Cupcake. Because, bitch, you could have stood up for yourself. Or you could have kept your messy ass over there on the other side with the other girls like you've been doing. But, that's neither here nor there, child. So, we flash back to the other Sprinter van. At this point, Mean don't got a text from Natalie, right? So, Natalie tell the girls, like, hey, it's time to get ready for the club. So the girls get back to the house and they all sitting in the living room, right? So Daisy starts going in on Bahati. She's like, now I know that you're not really my friend. I believe everything that Coco said that you said about me. So Bahati starts telling her, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything about you, etc., etc. And so Daisy was like, but you pushed me though. But you pushed me. You put your hands on me. You pushed me.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
You hit me in my lip. And so Bahati was like, well, you was all in my face. You was all in my face. And da-da-da. So then Bahati gets up and walk over to the other table. Because she see that Daisy ass is on demon time. And it looked like Bahati don't put on her wig. So she like, bitch, I ain't got time. So she gets up and walks to the other table. So Daisy turns around and tells her, she gives her the death threat of 2025. She tells her, tomorrow, bitch, I will beat you. Okay? Not only would I beat you, but I will scalp you, bitch. I'm gonna snatch your hair out, bitch. Daisy said that shit with her chest. And I don't know about y'all, but Bahati, bitch, you better be prepared, because homegirl sounded like she was dead ass for to get on your ass. Like, for real, though. And so Bahati, instead of Bahati backing down, this is what I love about Bahati. Bahati say, but you got a bump on your lip, though. Talking about where she had hit Daisy in the lip. Child, I almost rolled on the ground. Bahati don't give a fuck. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, that's how you have to be. When a bitch keep coming for you, they trying to bully you, you got to stand on all your tens. Because eventually they'll find somebody else to fuck with and learn that you is not the one or the two to fuck with. Okay? So I'm not mad at Bahati at all. She's doing something that none of the other girls have the heart to do. And that's to stand up to Daisy bitch ass. Okay? So then next thing you know, Natalie walks in with Erica G in tow. Okay? And so Rella sees Erica and immediately start with the rah-rah, okay? Homegirl is pissed off that Erica had meeked ass with that battery pack, okay? So she immediately gets up and starts talking her shit. And so Erica's like, whatever. And Rella G takes the water bottle and throws the water bottle at Erica's head. When she did that, Erica took off and ran into her shit. She ain't give a fuck. The bitch ain't even put down her bag. She just ran straight over there. Only thing you see was that long, lanky ass body just go flying. And so when Erica ran up on Rella G, TT and Oxy Pearl decided to jump in and get them a couple of licks. Both of these hoes, Oxy and TT, is weird.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Like I told you, I already don't like TT. She don't seem to have no personality outside when she's trying to fight a bitch for no reason. Okay? I'm seeing that this is a pattern with TT. She fighting everybody but Daisy. Okay? And not only that, Oxy. I don't like Oxy. I don't like Oxy at this point. I feel like, bitch, if you're gonna stand on something, stand firm in it. This bitch don't stand on shit. She act like she was, mad about the injustice of certain situations, but then you turn around and you jump a bitch. Like, that's cheesy. Which, don't get me wrong, she did say in her confessionals that she felt like Erica hitting Rella G with a battery pack was corny, so she wanted to do something corny to her. But bitch, you could have called her out for a fade. Like, that's just below the bar. Okay, that's really below the bar. And it had nothing to do with you. On top of all of that, child. And so Natalie tells the girls like, hey, like, look, we already gotta move y'all out this house. Like, I have a new house for y'all because the neighbors don't sign the petition. They want y'all ass up out of here. I don't know what y'all been doing, but y'all got to go. Something tells me that, because at this point the girls only been at the house for like a couple of days. I feel like that house was temporary anyway. I feel like the reason why they moving them is because they probably was only meant to stay in that house temporarily till another house got ready for them, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, in the next scene, we see the girls. They're getting dressed. They headed off to the club. So, we find out that they're going to a strip club, okay? So, the girls are excited and everything. When they get to the club, it seemed like that bitch was lit. Like, them Brazilian strippers was in that bitch butt booty naked. I mean, ass out. You can see their holes. They whole soul through their holes. That's just how naked they was, okay? Everybody seemed to be having a good time, particularly Shay. Shay was up there doing some motherfucking tricks on a pole. Homegirl. Now, when you think of Baddies Gone Wild, Shay is the prime example, okay? She's the essence of Baddie Gone Wild. That bitch was up there having a good time, okay? Showing off all her little stripper moves and shit. Well, yeah, so everybody had a good time, that is, except Rella G. When she fucked around and looked and seen Erica walking in the club like nothing was wrong, homegirl felt some type of way. Can anybody say salty? Like, for real. Okay? And so it's the next day or whatever. So the girls ended up having to stay at the hotel for the night. So the next day they're actually in this scene. The girls are on their way to the new house. Okay. So Daisy tells Janellis that she needs to take the fade with who was it? Rella or Oxy Pearl or whoever. She basically needed to take a fade for Erica because the whole reason Erica got into it with the girls was because she was defending Janellis, okay? I don't know if I all the way agree with that, but at the same time, it's kind of like if somebody in an environment like that, if somebody having my back, I'm a damn sure how it is. You know what I'm saying? Alliances do matter and do count, and I think that she should have fed her alliance with Erica because, like, if all the other bitches were ganging up on you and she was the only one that had the heart to stand out, I would definitely have her back. However, I'm like, at the same time, like, Daisy, shut the fuck up, because bitch, you trying to be a producer right now. Just shut up, okay? So on the other Sprinter van, the girls asked Bahati about how she feeling about the whole Daisy situation, and how she's going to handle Daisy because Daisy's is going to stand on business. So Bahati was like, she's not going to stand on business with me. Like, whatever. Like, Bahati's really not phased or whatever. She already knows at this point that she's going to have to run it with Daisy again. But she's saying that she refused to let Daisy put her out of the house. And I'm with you when you're right, bitch. So anyway, the girls arrived to the house. Now, this is a big-ass house. It's a big-ass house, a big space. It's secluded. And so, this is why I said, like, I feel like the other house that they were in was only supposed to be for a couple of days anyway. So regardless of whether or not the girls really got petitioned out, I don't think that they were supposed to be in the house for the duration of the show. I think that they was just supposed to be there until this bigger house was ready. Because, like, how the fuck you go and not only find another house like this, but then you turn around and find a house that's perfect for the girls, like secluded and all. Like, no, I feel like that was supposed to be their house originally. So whatever, the girls get inside the house and Natalie is giving like this long drawn out speech, and I'm just like, girl, shut the fuck up, you're doing the most at this point. But she basically went to telling the girls, like, look, you know what I'm saying, like, I already had to get this house or whatever, so there's not going to be any more bullshit. Basically, she also says that she has to leave and she wants one of the girls to step up as the house mom. Now, mind you, while she was doing all this lecturing and talking, you see Daisy just looking at her like, bitch, whatever. Like, Daisy really ain't trying to hear that shit. But, so anyway, Natalie goes on to say, at this point, she's going off on the girls, Oxy Pearl, Rella, and TT in particular. She says that she don't know how is it that 3 girls attacked Erica at one time, especially when they damn near hit her. And on top of that, last time she checked, the beef was between Erica and Rella. She didn't know how TT and Oxy Pearl got involved. But Oxy Pearl called herself trying to talk, trying to explain herself, and she said, look, like now, how you're interrupting now. Like, she got on Oxy Pearl ass, and I was happy about that because I'm like, Oxy Pearl, you was fucking irrelevant. Like, bitch, why would you jump in that fight? It had nothing to do with you. Like, you corny. Tomatoes, 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 boo. And then TT, like I said before, TT just wants some fucking attention. She just want to be, catch her some camera time. But, at the same time, I kind of understand, though, because part of the assignment is for them to make themselves relevant, and TT finds a way to stay in the middle of some shit, okay? Like it or hate it. Hate it or love it. Whatever. So, anyway, Natalie says that the beef needs to be addressed between what's going on with the girls. And so, Daisy takes it upon herself to kind of get in the middle of the situation and say, like, yeah, yes, and you know what? And you know what? And Janelle's, you need to stand on business because Erica got in those fights because of you. Janelle, you need to go stand on business. So then that's when TT interrupted her and said, no, that's not how it's supposed to go. It's not how it's supposed to go. And so that's where the show ends. Now, as far as that whole situation is, I do feel like Daisy has a point, okay? I do feel like Janella should try to stand on business to defend her friend. If this girl is now beefing with the whole house because she was trying to have your back, then you got to look at the facts. You got to look at the optics, bitch. These hoes really ain't on your team. These hoes really not for you. And the one girl that was for you is now the outcast right along with you. So it's like, yeah, the girl's trying to be friendly with you now, but bitch, the whole reason why they beefing with her is because she was defending you. So for me, it would make more sense for Janelle to step up and, you know, like, do something to defend Erica too. You know what I'm saying? However, it's like, Daisy, once again, shut the fuck up. TT, I don't know why TT don't want that fade to go down like that. I'm not sure. Now, I'm about to say it's up for debate. I've seen in the comments that a lot of people, some people agree with TT, some people agree with Daisy. I'm kind of more so on the Daisy side, just for the simple fact of, I feel like in this environment, your alliances matter, and if a bitch gonna stand up for you without you having to ask or you know, not really knowing you like that, and she still stood up for you, that's probably somebody you want to keep, you know, you want to be cordial with or keep a good relationship with, because you never know when these hoes might turn on you again, and it'll be you versus the whole house. So I mean, for me, I play the game and just stick with the bitches that got my back too. But for some reason, TT doesn't want the fight to go down like that or whatever. I don't know if she don't want Janela's fighting Rella. I don't know what the case is, but she said something to kind of interject in between what Daisy was talking about. I don't know. But low key, I feel like it's probably going to be another problem between Daisy and TT, because it's like, whatever. And so we see in the cliffhanger that Erica and Oxy Pearl is going to end up getting into it. And I really hope that Erica end up whooping Oxy Pearl ass. Because, bitch, the way you stole her, especially when the situation had nothing to do with you, like, even if you was upset about the battery pack situation, you could have still called Erica out for, like, a one-on-one fade. But to try and get your lick in while she already fighting somebody, it just don't make no sense to me. So that's a fight that I can't wait to see. And I can't tell, because it was a couple of seconds, who was the winner of that fight. But I really hope that Erica got on Oxy Pearl ass. Okay? So with that being said, folks, that's pretty much what the episode ended this week. I still feel like my favorite the MVP is definitely still Baddies to me. And now, for me, Erica is rising in the ranks, because bitch is definitely standing on her business. She was quiet. We wasn't really hearing much from her. She was just a pretty face in the background. But the way that she's standing up to these bitches, standing on her business, whoa, I can respect that, okay? I can definitely respect that. So I'm always a sucker for the outcast anyway. So I'm definitely, I feel like Erica is rising in the ranks. Although I do not care for the shit that Daisy does, the bitch still funny. I still like her. So definitely the top 3 for me would be Baddies, Daisy, and now Erica. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna post a poll, and you guys just make sure you jump in there and place your vote on who you think is the MVP for this season, for this episode. And with that being said, I love you guys. Till next time, deuces.